Do you still think Europe is quietly sheltering under America's security umbrella? That assumption might not survive what's now being whispered behind closed doors in Brussels, plans that could shake the very foundation of Western military power. In just the past week, Andrius Kubilius has repeatedly floated a controversial idea, a brand new European defense union. And this isn't just about EU countries, it could pull in Ukraine, the UK, and Norway into a tightly integrated military bloc. Sounds like NATO 2.0? Or something far more disruptive, a silent break from Washington? A growing fear, what if the US pulls back? Behind this push lies a deep and uncomfortable concern. The United States might scale down its military presence in Europe, and this time, it feels increasingly real. With Donald Trump back in the political spotlight, his past remarks about NATO are haunting European leaders. Let Russia do whatever the hell they want to countries that don't spend enough on defense. One sentence, enough to rattle an entire continent. Europe is quietly rearming itself. When Ursula von der Leyen secured her second term in 2024, she made one thing clear: defense is now a top priority, second only to economic competitiveness. And the moves are no longer theoretical. Defense agreements with Canada, the UK, and Australia. Strategic partnerships with Japan, South Korea, Norway, and Moldova. A push for a unified European defense market. And a bold target: 40% of defense procurement to be joint by 2027. Europe isn't just coordinating, it's transforming into a potential military powerhouse. But here's where it gets explosive. This isn't just about strengthening defense, it's about reducing dependence on NATO. A wave of ambitious projects is already underway: a European space shield, a continent-wide air defense shield, advanced drone defense systems, and even a military Schengen allowing troops to cross borders in just 6 hours during emergencies. Right now, that process can take weeks, even months. A new alliance that could rewrite the rules. For years, Europe's biggest obstacle hasn't been external threats, it's been internal fragmentation. Under Article 346 of the European Union framework, each country can protect its own defense industry. The result? Backhand index pointing right duplicated weapons systems. Backhand index pointing right fragmented capabilities. Backhand index pointing right billions wasted. This proposed defense union could break that deadlock. Using a mechanism that allows a group of willing countries to move forward without unanimous approval, effectively sidelining veto players. Ukraine, the UK, Norway, strategic wildcards. Here's the twist: the EU isn't waiting for full membership. It's already looking to integrate key partners: Ukraine, battle-tested and leading in drone warfare. The UK, still one of Europe's strongest militaries. Norway, backed by a massive sovereign wealth fund. According to Volodymyr Zelenskyy, such a coalition could even become stronger than Russia's military if properly aligned. Not everyone is on board. Behind the ambition lies resistance, especially from parts of Eastern Europe. Farmers fear market disruption from Ukraine. Businesses worry about new competition. Some governments resist losing control over national defense. Even Andrius Kubilius admits, these concerns mirror the skepticism seen when Eastern Europe joined the EU in 2004. The real question isn't if, it's what next. On one side, a vision of a European-led military bloc. On the other, the risk of deep internal division. If it succeeds, Europe could, for the first time in modern history, stand fully on its own militarily. If it fails, it may expose a continent struggling to adapt to a shifting global order. So here's the question no one can ignore. Backhand index pointing right: is Europe preparing for a future without the United States?